Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Screamin'. Welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Season of the Haunted intel. Season of the Haunted. I'm really not sure how I feel about this name. I think it should have been released maybe next fall during the actual, Halloween season. Probably would have made a little bit more sense. I know that everything's on the moon, and the moon is sort of spooky, but I don't know. I don't really get it. If you have any opinions about that name, sound off in the comments, because I usually don't talk about my opinions about names of particular seasons, but this one just kind of seemed a little off, if you ask me. But in any case, if you're like me, you're probably back on the power grind once again. Not a huge increase in power this season, not like last season because we had the launch of Witch Queen. Only 10 power this season, with the hard cap being 1570. But I do have some interesting little glitches and cheeses that might make that a little bit easier. So I'm going to get to that in just 1 second, but first I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaways on my YouTube channel every 1,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into the next giveaway is like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on all the post notifications, that bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. Or you can leave a comment in the comment section or any of the hashtags listed directly beneath this video in the comment section down below for another entry into that giveaway for this video. And remember, I do those hashtags on every video, so if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, you can always go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. So, how do we farm out power this season? Well, unfortunately, a lot of stuff that I thought was going to be in the game as far as glitches and farms has been patched. The big one being the Last Wish raid encounter for Kali, which used to be, through a glitch in the wall, soloable. That's gone. Hate to be the ones to break it to you. I was actually really looking forward to being able to do that for some actual pinnacle gear, but can't do it anymore. Kali just doesn't spawn in if you go through the wall, so it's useless. Another thing that's gone is the Garden of Salvation free chest glitch, because you can't actually get back into the map anymore. Man, what are you doing to me, Bungie? You're just ruining all my fun. Fortunately, there is a really easy XP farm at the actual beginning of all the new content. It's kind of sitting right in front of you. I'm actually kind of surprised that it was just there and that Bungie has actually made it so available to everybody. Now, in a previous video, I've of course talked about XP farms in the past, like the one in the Deep mission, which is part of the Shadowkeep content. Now, this is actually probably still the best XP farm if you're just looking to level up your artifact or your seasonal pass. The reason it's still probably the best is because it doesn't reset, it's very easy to get to, and it's very easy to set up. You just need to have a Titan with Soul Invictus active, or Sun Warrior active, and then you just sit there. You can activate an emote that'll let you stay in the spot without having to return to orbit, or at least getting kicked to orbit, for at least 15-20 minutes. So you can just kind of set this up, do something else, check on it every 15-20 minutes, and you should be good to go. But not everybody has Shadowkeep. That was the number one thing I heard about in my comments when I posted a video on this in the past, that not everybody has that legacy content. It's a sad day because everybody used to have it, but unfortunately it was removed with, well, a lot of people had it through things like Game Pass, no longer on there. Fortunately, if you do have this season, which if you're watching this video, you probably do, there is a new one. Now, of course, it does require you to be on a Titan, but remember, the XP for one character is XP for all characters. So even if you're not a main on a Titan, you can still use this particular farm to actually get XP for your artifact, which carries across all your characters. So it'll still give you those power bonuses. It'll still help you unlock your artifact. It'll still help you level up your season pass. And it's pretty easy to set up. This is for the first mission. It's kind of the same as the last one, actually, because it takes place at the end of the mission when you're supposed to be running away. Basically, you'll just defeat that first little room of ads that gives you, there's a big yellow boss at the end. Once you defeat him, you'll be able to leave, walk out the front door. But then as you run down this hallway, there'll be spawns of ads on the right side as you leave. Now, you're not going to want to do this at the very first set. I would actually say go to the third set or maybe even the fourth set, because there's I think 4 will spawn in, maybe 5 at a time. And again, you just activate Sun Warrior, Soul Invictus, and you just sit there. Now, you can use different setups to this to maybe make it a little bit better. Like I said, I'm not a Titan main, so anybody out there who also isn't a Titan main, believe me when I say it's not that hard to do this. But if you are a Titan main, there's an exotic helmet that names escapes me at the moment that I think actually will also help this, because I think every single time you take damage, it actually creates one of those sun wells that you can just sit in. Or anytime you activate a barricade, it'll also activate a sun well. So you don't actually have to get a kill. Now, getting a Sun Warrior to activate is a little bit more difficult now, because just the way the rework to the solar subclass is, you kind of have to use your hammer to kind of get it moving. It's a little bit more difficult than just going up and meleeing him. I haven't really set up my character that much. I just kind of wanted to give this a try and get it out to you guys to see if it still worked. But it does still work. Setting up your solar subclass properly for this will definitely make it even easier. So just sit here. The ads will continue to spawn in. You can keep this checkpoint, so if you've already done the campaign or that first little mission on another character and you just want to make sure that you don't lose this spot, if you leave, you'll be able to come back in, and you will have to do this whole beginning mission again, but you won't lose it. So you'll just have to do that first few sort of scavenger hunt where you follow the weird ghost around, and then you make your way to this point. You have to do the little escape. That's after, of course, you scan the big statue of Callus, where he used to be in the Leviathan. I'm curious how everybody feels about the Leviathan being back and that sort of being our content for this season. I was never really a big fan of the Leviathan, I have to be honest, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to really hate me for saying that, but it was just never really my favorite thing to do. As a raid, it was a great raid, I'll give it that, but aesthetically, just never really my favorite. So, you know, I'm kind of interested, kind of on the fence. The whole sort of blind well element of this new activity feels a little bit regurgitated. I know that Bungie is very good at making use of old content, and it's really what we should come to expect. But I don't know. I feel like something maybe a little bit more interesting would have been more to my liking. But who knows? I mean, we'll see how this season goes. I'm sure there's going to be some more surprises. Maybe it's just the first day and I kind of have to get into the season a little bit more. But I have to say, very disappointed, seeing as how we do have raid rotation this season. By the way, this week is the Last Wish raid, that we no longer have the solo Kali glitch. That really, really set me off today, I have to say. It's very sad. Very sad to see it go. One of my favorite things to do every week. No more spoils of conquest from that. But hopefully I'll be able to find something new to bring you guys, for you solo players out there who just don't really ever get the chance to run raids. I know that was like kind of a big deal for us, you know, as a solo player as well. Even though I do have a group of people that do occasionally drag me through a raid, I've always kind of found myself to be more of a solo player. So those are the kind of things that I really love. Feels like I'm been robbed a bit. But that's going to be it for really all the information in today's video. If you have any opinions about any particular point that I've talked about today, please, like I said, leave a comment down below. And I will give you a little bonus thing here. This is one of the Callus statues that you can find scattered throughout the Leviathan. I've only found the one. Big shout out to my buddy Sinister. He actually showed this to me. There's a whole bunch of them. You bring them back to the new helm and you can set them up. I think if you get all of them, there's a seal that's available. So this is just the one that I found, and I thought I'd let you guys take a look on the way out. Once again, thanks so much for watching. As always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on any other future giveaways. You can always leave that comment or the hashtags down below. And as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you in the next video. Little